Hi guys, this is Ms. Carvalho, and today we're going to go over the first attempt at your functions e-cart and look at some of these questions. So pull up your results so that you can see and compare which questions you missed, okay? So question number 1 asked, which is true for all the values in the table? All right, so this is just plugging. This is an XY table, and you're just plugging in these values for X into these X's. It's just substitution. So I'm going to start with -2 and I'm going to plug it into this one right here. I'm just picking one randomly. And if I put a negative sign and then the -2 and then +3, and then I just do this math on the Desmos calculator, that is actually going to become a positive. So this would equal 5. And this isn't a 5, so I know it's not A. You're just substituting these values in for the X. I'm going to start with the easier one now and do 0 here. And what's 0 plus 1? That equals 1. Is that what this says? Nope, so it's not C. I'm going to put the 0 here. What's 0 minus 1? -1. Is that what it says here? Nope. I hope it's D. So 2 times 0 plus 3 is 3. Yep. 2 times 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 3 is 9. So all of these, when you plug them in here to the X, would equal the correct Y value. All right, question 2 looked like this, which is a line that contains these points. You guys, you're just listing these are a list, and now you're gonna plot them on the coordinate plane. So -1, -1 is a point. And we can see, is it plotted on this graph? It is. So it might be A. -1, -1. Oh, it could be B. -1, -1. Nope. -1, -1. Nope. Okay, now 0, 1. 0, 1 is I don't go left to right and I go up 1. Okay, so that one works there and it does not work there. 0, 1, right, is you don't go left or right for the X value and you go up 1 for the Y value. So this correct answer is A. All right, question 3. Which rule best describes okay, so this is remembering this formula or this equation, y equals mx plus b. The plus b is the y-intercept. That's the where this line crosses the y-axis, which is right there, which means it's at +2. So I know my equation has to end with a +2. And this one does, this one doesn't, can't be B. This one does, and this one doesn't. So I'm looking at A or C. Let me pull it over here a little bit. So now I have to look at M, which is slope. And the slope is a fraction, right? The difference of going up and down over left or right. So the fraction that's in front of this one is 3/1, and the fraction in front of this one is invisible, it's 1/1. So let's see, here's one point on the graph, and now I'm gonna go look for another place that it crosses the grid lines, up right there. So this is just like I'm looking to see where it crosses the grid lines because that's where I need to put a point. So this goes 1, 2, up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1. So the 3 is the top number, the 1 is the bottom number. And that is what A says. If it just says 3x, that means that it's over 1, right? All right. Number 4, this is plotting points again. So -2, 3. Oh, that one worked. All right, what about 2, 0? Nope. 3, -2? Nope. -2, 3. So -2 up 3. 0, 2, that works. 2, 1. I'm at D. Okay, number 5. Again, we're going to look at y equals mx plus b. So the plus b here, the y-intercept is -1, and it crosses there at -1, so it could be A. It doesn't cross B at -1, which would be there. It does cross D, so it could be there, and it doesn't cross C there, so it can't be C. So I'm looking at A or D. The slope, remember, is the fraction in front of the x, and it's a 2, which means that this slope is a positive 2/1. 2/1. And if it's a positive slope, that means that the line has to be going up to the right. up to the right, not down to the right. So this is a negative slope. This is a positive slope, so I know it's D. All right, question 6, slope of 1/4. Remember that the 1 is the up and down number, the 4 is the left or right number, and because it's positive, I can already cross off, D. Don't go into eraser mode, please. Stop erasing. Oh, pen. That pen's better. Okay. And then this is a positive, so it could be A, C, or B, right? And now I have to look for 2 points. Even though there's no dots, guys, the points are where it crosses the grid line. So there and there and there. Okay, crosses grid lines here, here. Oh, this one crosses a lot of grid lines, right? And then this one crosses grid lines there and there. So if I'm going to count between one point to another, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and write 1. So this is 4 on the top, 1 on the bottom. This slope is 4, up 4, right 1, but I want the 1/4. So up 1, right 4, it's right here. This one is up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. So the slope for this is 1 over 1. So we're looking at A. Okay. Afraid to hit back. What is back gonna do? Can I hit that? No. Mouse? This is new. All right, what's the slope of the linear equation? So the slope, you got to remember this form. Where did the other thing go? Oh no, come back. Sorry, guys. There we go. Y equals mx plus b. The -3, that's the y-intercept. Okay, the 4 is the slope. The x and the y are just like the ordered pairs. Like if I had an xy table, I would put this number in there. That's what the x is. M is slope, and that's 4. Can't do that. All right. Y-intercept. So now is our -3. And most of you that got this one wrong, you just said +3. If there's a minus sign in front of the 3, that makes it a -3. If there's ever a minus sign in front of a number, technically that number's a negative, because -3 is the same thing as adding a -3. It makes it a negative number. 2 more. Number 9 is the cell phone company. So $60 a month, and then plus 50 cents, here's the word plus, 50 cents for each additional minute. That should have been the part that you multiplied by the X. So I think most of you that got this one wrong picked, which one did you guys pick? The C, because it was multiplying the 60 and then adding the 50 cents. So when it says plus 50 cents for each additional minute, that's where your multiplication is. Like 50 cents times 10 minutes, 50 cents times 20 minutes. However many additional minutes there are, that's what you would multiply by the 0.50. Last question was one that most of you got right. Actually, what 2 numbers are missing? This is kind of a patterns type of question. So some of you just looked at it like, oh, I just need to add, 15 to each one. So 52 plus 15, 67, and then plus 15, 82. So D, most of you got that one right. All right, compare your answers to the first attempt. If you don't understand why you missed the questions you missed after this video, please email me or see me on a Monday. Don't just try to do the retake, all right? I hope that helped, guys.